We're gonna take this shim right here and we put it around the arm and then we squeeze it tight. Are you getting the Herbst appliance to fix your what we call overjet? Time for some PFOing so you know where you're going. Here in the clinic, we're talking about the Herbst today. There's lots of different appliances that orthodontists used to try and correct what we call overjet. Most people call it overbite. Basically, the gap between your top teeth and your bottom teeth, how they fit together. There's different ways to try and correct that. One of the ways that we like to use in McKinney and Texas is what we call the Herbst. We're here in the clinic because we wanted to show you a real life person going through the Herbst and just show you what an adjustment for the Herbst might be like. We've already got the Herbst in. We're coming in for our first appointment after the Herbst. So, ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce you to
Sarah Harris.
Sarah Harris, lovely name. We're gonna talk to Sarah just a little bit about the Herbst, what it's been like, and we're gonna show you what an adjustment for the Herbst is like. First, this is where we started with Sarah. These are her bottom teeth down here. These are her top teeth up here. From the side, you can see that there is a gap between the top teeth and the bottom teeth here, which affects the gap between our top teeth and our bottom teeth. Look at the gap there. Some folks get this gap because their lower jawbone is back compared to their top jawbone. Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Okay, you're gonna smile really big for us so we can see. Okay, so Sarah's got braces on, and now we've got the Herbst in place. And open really wide, and bite down. Turn this way, and tip your head back, and smile really big, super duper big. Okay, look, there's no more gap between our top teeth and our bottom teeth. That's because the Herbst is pushing our bottom jaw forward. All right, so we've got different parts of the Herbst, all right? This is what a lot of people see and makes people a little nervous, is what we call the arms, all right? They stretch, they go from the bottom to the top on both sides. And bite down for us. Okay, and open, and bite down. Very nice. Okay, so those are the arms. And then, open for me, we have a lower component that the arms hook to. They go on a crown. This is the lingual bar back here, and they've got these little metal pieces that rest on the teeth for stability. So that's the lower component. Tip your head way back. We use a blue glue. Some people use a white glue, but the top component has a crown and then a little metal piece that rests on our back tooth here, and then same thing over here, all right? And then all of this is connected to our brackets and wires. And bite down. We typically do braces and the Herbst all together. And we try to do it around the time that you're going through your growth spurt. And the reason why is because we're trying to take advantage of any jaw growth that you might have. All right, so orthodontists, we don't grow jaws, but what we do is we try to control the growth that your jaw is going to have, or hopefully have. Once you've got it in, it pushes your lower jaw forward, right? And then we hold it there for several months. After the first visit, we come back and we see if there's any more pushing forward that we need to do. That's our Herbst adjustment. We add what we call shims. We have different size shims, right? 1 millimeter shims, 2 millimeter shims, 3 millimeter shims. We're gonna add 1 millimeter shims on both sides. We use these to push the lower jaw even further forward, all right? So we're gonna show you what that's like. Okay, bite down for me. So the jaw's here, and we're gonna try and push it forward just a hair more, and so we do. Open for me. We're gonna take this shim right here, and we put it around the arm, and then we squeeze it tight. So now it is locked onto that arm, and when you bite down, you can't bite down as far, and it pushes your lower jaw further forward. And we're gonna do 1 millimeter shims on both sides. Okay, same thing, we get it around the arm and then we squeeze. Okay, now when we bite down, you feel it pushing you forward a little bit more? Mm-hmm. Okay, so now you can tell, again, from the initial video and photo, we had a huge gap between our top teeth and our bottom teeth, but now these arms on both sides, the Herbst component with the braces is pushing our bite forward so that overjet is now gone. We, in our office here in McKinney, Texas, we usually see you about every 4 weeks to check on the Herbst and see if that jaw is forward. If it's forward, then we start our holding process. We hold it in there for several months, and then we reevaluate. Hopefully during that time, your jaw is growing, and we're trying to control that growth to maintain the overjet correction that we get with the Herbst. So that's what a Herbst adjustment is like. Those are the reasons why we have the Herbst, why we use the Herbst. If you have questions about, other devices, you can leave a comment below or you can look it up. There's some things called the Mara, or there's rubber bands that you can use. We really like the Herbst. We think it's very predictable because you don't have to remember to put it in. It just stays in there and holds on. So even though it looks kind of bulky and it's a little scary, it does a really, really good job, especially if you time it right. And now we're just gonna ask Sarah some questions about the Herbst. So, Sarah, first thing, when we talked about the Herbst, what were your initial thoughts?
I was scared that I would be restricted on eating and stuff.
Ooh, okay, restrictions on eating. How has it been since? You've had it in for a little bit more than a month, I think, or around a month. What was your eating experience like for that first month of having it in? What'd you learn?
Well, it took some getting used to, but it's much easier now, and I'm not as restricted on food now.
So maybe you felt restricted at the beginning,
Yeah.
but was it because you didn't know how to eat with the appliance in?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you feel like you can eat more things.
Yeah.
Did it hurt at all to get the Herbst in, or what was your comfort level going through and at the beginning?
It wasn't that bad. I was expecting it to hurt a lot, but it actually really didn't.
Okay, which part? The part going in or having it in afterwards?
Having it in after.
The going in is a long process, and it gets in there and it's bulky and it probably feels kind of weird, but you get used to it.
Yeah.
Right? And you figured out how to eat.
Yeah.
Any techniques, any advice you'd give?
Eat one piece at a time.
One piece at a time? Did you cut small pieces? Did you have to do anything like that? Or
Depends on what it is.
yeah, a lot of smoothies? Did you?
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay, smoothies, yeah, smoothies. Find a good smoothie maker. One of the most surprising things about the Herbst for you, what was the most surprising?
That it actually wasn't as hard as I was expecting it. I was expecting it to be really big and bulky in my mouth, but it's actually not that bad.
How does it feel on your cheeks? Because that's where those arms are, on the cheeks.
It feels fine. I really don't notice it.
Okay, even those little bumps on the sides where those screws go in?
I do notice the bumps, but I'm used to it now, so.
1 month getting used to it. Do you participate in any extracurricular activities?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Volleyball.
Ooh, and can you do this with volleyball?
Yeah.
You can? You haven't got smacked in the face yet?
Nope.
Okay, let's cross our fingers. We don't want that. What about cleaning the Herbst? Is that way more challenging? What do you use to clean?
My toothbrush.
Just your toothbrush?
Yeah.
Okay, just brush like normal?
Yeah, and then my water pick.
Oh, you do have a water pick. Okay, so that's been helpful?
Yes.
Okay, very nice, very nice. You did a great job.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so the Herbst is a great device. We think it's very predictable here in McKinney and Anna, Texas. So if you have questions about the Herbst, how it works, or if it would be good for you, come find us. Consider subscribing to the channel, give us a like, leave a comment below so that we can continue to open your eyes to the wonderful world of straight teeth, beautiful bites, partially because of the Herbst. That's all we've got. Just a little PFOing, so you know where you're going. Packard